Happy Thursday to you. Once again, we are live. It is Thursday, the 13th day of March, 2025, and that means it's time for me, Max, to rant. That's right, we call the show Max Rants. Here we go. Rant, 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 rant. I feel better already. What I want to talk to you about today is the unavoidable partial government shutdown. Now, understand words like government shutdown, partial shutdown, these words, they are the tools of the left, the whiners, the panickers, those who hate Trump. They don't know why, but they just hate him. You understand this is probably our 11th partial government shutdown since 1980. About every 4 years on average, we have this happen. Remember, it is what it says. It is partial. The more proper term, if you want it to be accurate, it's a partial delay of payment. Now, it does not affect the military, Social Security, Medicare, the Postal Service. Those critical infrastructure pieces remain. They're not affected. They'll keep on going. Mostly what it affects are those less than essential jobs, those arms of government that are probably under Doge's crosshairs right now. A lot of the folks who will have their pay deferred might well find that they're going to be fired as well. Thank you, Elon Musk. Thank you, Donald Trump. Just remember, nobody critical, no essential job will be stopped because of this partial government shutdown. Let's call it what it is, partial delay of payments. Well, here you've got Chucky Schumer. Yeah, good old Chuck Schumer. The only bigger whiner than him is Nazi Pelosi, okay? He announced that most of the Senate Democrats aren't going to support this GOP bill. The GOP had a stopgap spending bill. It went through the Congress, no problem. Got to the Senate, and this is what's funny. You love this, okay? Schumer is saying, we won't pass it unless they make concessions. Well, Speaker Mike has announced that Congress is on vacation till March the 24th. So even if Schumer wanted to negotiate, there's nobody to negotiate with because they're all going home. Chucky, you blew this one. You understand that any ill effects from this will be amplified by the media, but they cannot avoid putting you on the chopping block and saying, it's Schumer's fault. He refused to negotiate with the GOP. I think it's great. All of this finagling, all of this whiny assing, all this democrating, it pretty much guarantees the partial shutdown, which begins tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Now, Schumer, of course, he's blaming Republicans for not following his own personal dictates and recommendations. How dare you not do as I tell you to do? I'm Charles Schumer. I'm Chucky. Doesn't that sound just like a Democrat? Well, the Democrat presence in the Senate is pretty much sufficient to scuttle the bill. So let's go ahead and if you're out there working one of those multiply redundant, relatively worthless federal jobs, you're going to get shut down. Speaker Mike sent them away for good reason. He knew that if he could get the Congress out of there, it wouldn't give any room for shenanigans by some of the rogue congressmen, but even more so by Chucky Schumer. Now, as I said earlier, this is going to be the 11th partial government shutdown, partial delay of pay, since 1980. That's about one every 4 years. It's no disaster. The world will continue to spin on its axis. People will still eat. Stores will be open. The army will be on patrol. And the lights will stay on. There's no disaster looming in the near future. Liberals point out the current fight, okay? Listen to this. Liberals point out the current fight is the last big chance for Democrats to get concessions from Republicans. It's the last chance until the fall. Well, gee, since Congress has gone home, it's no chance. Either you pass what you got or it's over. There's no going back to the Congress because they're not in session. Chucky, looks like you screwed yourself. You stepped when you should have stopped. You zigged when you should have zagged. You ran your mouth when you should have shut the hell up. So what does this mean? It means go ahead, shut it down. You've done it before, and we can do it again. We've done it before, and we can do it again. The flag still flies. The military maintains patrol. Retirement checks continue to go out. And all essential services and elements of government will go on as if nothing has happened. What do I think about it? To me, this is a good chance to reset the budget. The budget has more pork in it than a Smithfield farm. It's pork, pork, pork. It's full of fat and crap. This is a good chance to go back over the budget, clean it, lean it, make common sense, which means the Democrats will fight it again. But maybe a reset of the budget. You know how when your phone acts all wonky and you can't get it to work, you turn it off, or you pull the battery out if you have an older phone. You do what's called a hard reset. When my piece of crap Vizio TV acts screwy often, I unplug it, plug it in. It's called a hard reset, a hard reboot. Maybe what we need for our government is a hard reboot, and its name is Doge. Thank you, Elon Musk. Thank you, Donald Trump. So maybe let's use this partial delay of payments, this temporary, very small shutdown. Let's use it as a chance to reboot the budget. What comes out of it might be a lot easier for Mr. Musk and Trump to clean up. It's just a thought.